NIO delivered just over 10,000 vehicles in the entire month of January last year. That's in 2024. I wanted to lead with this because now, as we talk about the weekly data, this most recent week, the week of January 13th through the 19th, NIO and Onvo combined for about 4,700 on the insurance registration side of things. 3,300 was the number from the week before. So those are 2 full weeks. But this is the breakdown. NIO with 2,800 in this most recent week with the data, and then 1,900 for Onvo. Also, there's a pattern that has so far in the last 2 months played out, and that is the third full week right here, 13 to 1,800, and then the third full week, 21 to 4,200. That's when Onvo had its biggest number, and so I'm thinking that aligns with this next week of data that we'll get. Also on the NIO brand, that typically has its best numbers at the end of the month as well. So if the best numbers are ahead, even in this month where Chinese New Year is starting, and so people could be traveling cyclically, the sales are usually a little slower during this time of year anyway. Because of that, I just thought it was interesting and wanted to point out that the 3,300, the 4,700, and then this carryover week probably represents NIO already having delivered 10 or 11,000 for this month just through the first 19 days. I'll be happy if we see a week like this, even the 7,500, something like that. And if we can see a 21 or 22,000 number on the delivery side of things, because that would represent about the best numbers we've ever seen, except for that 1 month, the record that blew out all of the other previous records. And that was the December monthly delivery number. So, a 21,000 number would be really strong. It would also be about a 2x, a doubling from what NIO did in January of 2024. I'm kind of looking ahead to March, to be honest. I'm just sort of tracking this data as I've been doing over these last couple of years, but I wanted to share that and make sort of the comparison, make sure if people weren't aware of it, now they can be, that NIO has probably already in the first 19 days of the month delivered more than they did in the entire month last year. I'm personally happy with that. But again, I'd like to see a 21, 22,000 number for the month. I think it's possible, but we'll get, I think next week will probably be the big number. So on hopefully both NIO and Onvo, but I'm really expecting it on the Onvo side of things. So we'll see what that looks like. And, this is the other thing about Chinese New Year with people traveling. And I think NIO has a huge advantage with their power swap stations and the additional revenue potential they have with people on the roads swapping as they're traveling. So I do think that's a nod to NIO, for them having that advantage over virtually everyone else in the business. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there as well. But let me get this thing up and out as soon as possible. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, and like the video if you wouldn't mind. I appreciate it and usually forget to ask. So thanks. Have a great day. See y'all again very soon.